Okay, so in this video, we're going to be looking at how to go to the empirical formula from percent composition. So an empirical formula is just the smallest whole number ratio of atoms in a compound. For example, glucose is a common example. Its molecular formula is C6H12O6, but the empirical formula would be CH2O. So it's just the smallest whole number ratio of atoms in a compound. So going off of the practice example number 6, I decided to use this one because you don't actually start with percentage, you start with grams. So if we are given the grams of each element in a compound, we first have to add all of the masses in order to find the percent composition of each atom. So in this problem, we have 77.9 grams of aluminum and 139 grams of sulfur. So we add those and we get 216.9 grams total. Now, to get the percent composition by mass, we divide the mass of each element that we have by the total mass of the compound. So for percent by mass aluminum, we have 77.9 grams of aluminum divided by the total mass. That gives us 35.9% by mass aluminum, and then percent by mass of sulfur, we get 64.1%. So now we treat each percent as if it's just grams of the atom present. So 35.9% aluminum would just be 35.9 grams of aluminum. Same thing for sulfur. So now we use the molar mass of each element to find the moles of each atom. Doing this, you get 35.9 grams of aluminum. You divide it by the molar mass of aluminum, which is 26.982 grams per mole, and you get 1.33 moles of aluminum. You do the same thing for sulfur, and you get 2 moles of sulfur. Now, going back to our definition, for the empirical formula, we need the smallest whole number ratio. So right now, we can see that when we divide the number of moles by the smallest number to get these mole ratios, well, we get 1 for aluminum to aluminum ratio, obviously, using 1.33 because it's the smallest of the two numbers. But when we do it for sulfur, we get 2 divided by 1.33 is 1.5. So this is not the smallest whole number ratio, 1 aluminum to 1.5 sulfur, so it's not a whole number. What we need to do is multiply by the smallest number so that we can get the mole ratios to be whole numbers. So 1.5 times 2 gives us 3, that's a whole number. And because we did that to this one, we have to do it to all of the mole ratios we get. We only had one other one, so 1 times 2 is 2. So we get that we have a mole ratio of 3 sulfur to 2 aluminum. And so just after that, you're pretty much done. You just need to write your formula. So Al2 and S3.